It's your boy Adonis here, about to get into another album review for Michael Jackson Dangerous. Full disclaimer, this album is probably one of my least favorite Michael Jackson albums. But when I say that, it's not as if it sucks. No, this album does not suck. Um, I would say the only two that I would probably rate below it for me personally would probably be you guys may not like this, Invincible. But there's some song and definitely Blood on the Dance Floor. But I don't really consider that an album. I feel like there's just too many remixes to actually consider. It's almost like a compilation. But anyway, let me get into the tracks. First one, Jam. One of my favorite songs. It's such a good. Go with it. Go with it, Jam. It ain't. It ain't too much. It ain't too much. The beat. How the beat was mixed. Just the whole. It's fire. Like that's just a fire song. Such a beautiful track. All right. Why You Want to Trip on Me? I had to listen to this song just to remind myself. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of. Ooh. No, I can't make it. He's still trying to cover himself. Yeah. Why You Want to Trip on Me? It's not really. I'll give it like six out of 10. It's not really my thing. In the Closet. Uh, I'm not a big fan of this song. I feel like that this is actually a song that could have been actually removed. Cause I feel like it just doesn't do anything for me. Now I do know that Madonna was asked to be on this song. That would have been interesting, but it's like it's not really my thing. I'll say six out of 10 for this one. She Drives Me Wild. Yeah, it doesn't really drive me wild. Like it's sad. Like this is like the one of the few times I can really say this about Michael Jackson's music. It's like this part just doesn't really do it for me. But hold on, we're almost there. There's more. Remember the Time. Remember the Time is such a classic Michael Jackson. Like I feel like where Michael really shines on this album are those single cuts that are just like classic Michael. Remember the Time is so good. The video's good. The song is good. Just beautiful. 10 out of 10. Can't Let Her Get Away. You know, I have to be honest. I didn't remember this song, but this song is really, really good. Like I just like the bridge. I can't let her get away. I can't let her just get away. Yeah. And then well, yeah, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. Heal the World. Not really a big fan of these type of songs. If I have to be perfectly honest, I mean, granted, he did kind of invent these type of songs, so it is Michael do in every type of way. But 5 out of 10. But it's beautifully written. It's a beautiful song. I can't take anything from the song. It's just me personally. Black or White. Black or White is such a good song. His first single. It's the song that came on. I still remember this when it actually first debuted. It came on right after a Simpsons episode. and then they premiered this song on Fox. It was crazy, and it was so tight because the other kid who was there with Macaulay Culkin, I wind up working with him later in the future when I was working with Transcon because he was the choreographer for Transcon for NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and all that type of stuff. So that was a interesting time and very just interesting now. Yep, he's a really good dancer. All right, who is this? Who is it? This is probably, if I have to be honest, one of my favorite secret songs. I guess I'll call it secret song because it's not really mentioned. Wow, it's not really mentioned under like Michael Jackson's like greatest hits, but it really is. Like I love this song, and I also think that for some reason he was talking about Jermaine and Randy with this too. So 10 out of 10. Give in to me. I mean, no. I mean, this is not bad. This is almost like a Kurt Cobainish type of like vibe to it. Oh, yeah. So 7 out of 10. It's not a bad track at all. It's definitely like kind of a nice blend, especially for that time. Will you be there? I won't lie. A couple years ago, this was like one of my favorite songs just listening to. I know before I said I don't like listening to these type of syrupy type of songs, but like this one, I feel like is such an exception for me because of how it sounds. It just sounds so beautiful. Sounds so good. 10 out of 10. Keep the faith. That could go. Like I feel like that there's certain tracks that could be gone. Keep the faith. Yeah, that's not mine. 5 out of 10. Gone Too Soon. This one is a very touchy song. This is not like those other songs because he was talking about a kid. I think the guy's name was Ryan, if my memory serves me correct, who died with AIDS. And back in the early 90s, for the people who remember, if someone said they had AIDS, people were treating them, wow. I mean, like when you think about it, like people treat people better now with coronavirus than people used to be treated back then with AIDS. A very beautiful song. 10 out of 10. That's a good song. Dangerous. Dangerous. The girl is so dangerous. 10 out of 10. This one is so underrated. It's such a good song. And he was doing some spoken word before spoken word was really, really big. This is so... So I walked into the closet. I went over to the corner. And what did I see? I know he's not saying these words, but it just sounds so cool how he says it. Dangerous. The girl is so dangerous. Beautiful. The album is definitely a classic album. And I don't like just saying classic albums because there's me, my background, everything else that I know and I appreciate music. Classic albums are so hard to get. Michael Jackson legitimately in my mind has 5 classic solo albums. I will talk about his albums with his brothers, but 5 classic solo albums, and this is the worst one out of all of his classic albums. Isn't that something? Classic. It's still good. All right, well, 10 out of 10 either way, since I say classic album. Dangerous. The songs that I love, I absolutely love. R.I.P. to Michael Jackson. Gone too soon. For real. Wow. This your boy Adonis. Shout out to Prince, Paris, and Blanket. Shout out to his oldest son that they never talk about as well, who is always with them. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Peace.